You guys crack me up in the comments section. I mean, sometimes I just can't. I mean, all you got out of that 10 minutes of gameplay footage was this.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I mean, yeah, confirmed Game of the Year contender right here. What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and welcome back to my channel. And so, yeah, what did you think about that day before gameplay footage? Oops, let me check with the legal team. Am I allowed to say the day before on video? We're good. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, yesterday was a blur. I put out my initial thoughts on that new gameplay video, but after letting the pot simmer a bit overnight, I realized there was a bunch that I missed. So, we're going to circle back for round two. If you like what you see, please take a moment to smash that big, beautiful subscribe button and ring the bell to receive my latest day before upload alerts. Let's get into it. Where do we start? But with the character model that was featured in this 10 minutes of gameplay footage. Now, I've seen all sorts of words thrown around here. I'm not going to repeat any of them right now, but one description that kind of settled with me was she was a mix between Fortnite and Ellie from The Last of Us. Now, what I can say is that the design choices were most definitely and an absolute maybe a conscious decision, but, you know, it seems to have worked because every video that covered this footage is flooded with comments about it. I've also read that even the character movements themselves are a bit Fortnite-y, and yeah, I can see that as well. Now, one thing that the marketing team really pushed about this 10-minute gameplay extravaganza was it was going to showcase a majority of the features and gameplay elements requested by the community. Their words, not mine, by the way. And after looking back over all of this footage, we still don't know much about the gameplay elements. I still don't have an idea where this game is trying to slot in. What is it trying to be? Is this The Division with zombies built around an MMO? Is this the next-gen DayZ? I mean, I still couldn't give you an answer. We've got a few minutes of crafting and weapon modifications. Crafting really looks basic, by the way, and built around 3 resources: tools, fabric, and what looks like it could be electronics. We don't see where to source these things because the character in the video starts off with a boatload of them, and yeah, just away we go. How do we get these mats? I mean, do we break down looted items and then get these back in return? I mean, this would have been a good piece of footage to share. Also, and I touched on this yesterday, but we saw no zombie horde action, no PvP, no vehicle gameplay, no map size, no shared social spaces. Hell, we don't even know what happens when you die in the day before. And speaking of dying, throughout this footage, which by the way looks like one big scavenger hunt to me, we see all these consumables just constantly being picked up, and the character health system here seems to be built on a 3-tier system. So you got health, energy, and hydration. But in this footage, when the player stops to take a drink because apparently their hydration bar is getting low, it never displays that the bar has been replenished back up to max once they finish taking this drink. There's no way of knowing what just happened. The UI provides no feedback, which is what I also saw when they were crafting ammo earlier on in this footage over the crafting bench. I mean, how much ammo are we making every crafting attempt? I mean, that's a pretty good piece of info to have, right? We just get nothing. Sticking with these details that are missing or just don't make sense, and can we talk about this phantom flashlight? Like, where the hell is this beam of light coming from? We see the player inventory several times during the footage. No flashlight here. There's no torch attached to the player, so you think it has to be coming from the weapon, as in an underbarrel attachment. Well, that theory doesn't work either, because we saw the player crafting weapon mods earlier and no flashlight was attached to the weapon. And even if it was, the beam would be swaying all over the place as they run with the weapon in both hands. Can we please get some love for the flashlight? Also, how about these alarm systems? This seems to be a pretty big part of their gameplay loop, right? We've seen this in past trailers, but who knew they all had the exact same 4-digit code? Here's one of their earlier trailers using this alarm system, and here's yesterday's footage. What? But now we need to address the graphics. And I know that survival MMO games aren't all about this, but come on, man. You can't show me this and this, and even this, and then bring this to your gameplay extravaganza. The graphics and fidelity downgrades we've seen over the past few months with the day before have been jarring. And again, and I get it, these style of games aren't all about that. If you've got a compelling and robust core gameplay loop, the graphics are forgiven. But this footage shows us nothing about any of that. So now, not only have we seen just how barren this open world is, not only have we seen how little there is to do in terms of gameplay loop, but now the entire world just looks last gen compared to these trailers. I mean, if there is little to nothing to do in the open world, at least make it look like a damn Lambo. Okay, so hear me out. I want this game concept to hit hard. Lord knows there are so many gamers out there just jonesing for a next-gen zombie survival MMO to take the gaming world by storm. But I firmly believe that if you went into yesterday's footage high as a kite on hopium that the day before was the messiah of zombie survival MMO games, this footage did nothing to cause you to waver from that. If you went into it with low expectations, yeah, you've probably seen enough to make you just want to walk away for good. And this is definitely a question worth answering in the comment section below. After seeing this footage, where do you land? Are you in or are you out? Remember to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive my latest upload alerts. If you could take a few seconds more to rate and or share this video, it would be appreciated. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and over in my community Discord server, links to all of which can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. By the way, a huge shout out to the Buzz Battalion over on Patreon. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.